Hello and welcome to Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. I am your host, Random Dude. No, I'm kidding. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Draconis Place. Hey, this is a belated Halloween episode because I spent my Halloween with my babies. So I was unable to really make time. I guess I could have made time, but I didn't, so I apologize. But, you know, Halloween amid COVID is my favorite time of year, let me tell you. We didn't go out and trick or treat, but we had candy around the house, kind of like did it like a scavenger hunt kind of thing. It was fun. So, but enough about me. In this episode of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines with Sam the Nosferatu. Hey guys, what's up? I'm here too. Don't mind me in my gimpy suit. We're infiltrating the Giovanni. I've never actually done this as a Nosferatu, so I don't really know what to expect. I think I figured out what the problem was with my textures. Some of my like blood textures and stuff is from the unofficial patch, I believe, from what I looked at, and they have an update for it, or a new install. I guess the newest version that I can update to. But I'm gonna do it after this. After I'm done with the after everything is done. You know, after Sam's story is told, we'll switch to another. I have never looked at these walls. Wow, fascinating, Captain. You learn something new every day. I usually play a very high... I usually play a very high charisma, like, Toreador or a Ventru. You know, someone who can kind of, like, speak and get away with stuff. Oh, shiza. Wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button, Sam. Here we go. Stand still. Ah, interesting. I understood that completely. Man, we need to sneak in. I don't know exactly how to sneak in. I'm assuming it's not through the front door, so I'm sneaking in through the back. Coming in the front door, leaving in the back door. Not the Jedi way. Sorry. Little bit of a memes for you. Ooh. Is this how you get into the back door? It's my favorite. Yeah. Go investigate. Yeah. Go investigate. You know you want to. I heard something. Boop. Oh! So sneaky. So cool. Who is that guy? I don't know. It's me, Draconis, please. No. So yeah. We're here in the Giovanni mansion because I'm forgetting to talk. We have two missions here. We need to get the Ankaran sarcophagus. Okay, come on. Let's be sneaky. We need to get the Ankaran sarcophagus back from the Giovanni. You didn't see me. How did you see me? Oh, whatever, I'm hungry. Anyway, we need to get the Ankaran sarcophagus back from the Giovanni. And then we're also looking for a Giovanni tome. I'll have to look up the exact log for it. It's the it just says the book, but it's some kind of like tome. So there we go. Where are you? I'm right here. Nom nom noms. Oh, it's this like some kind of Italian stereotype. It just tastes like a spaghetti. They have the old... What? Oh, hey, well, I guess I'm getting into a fight. Cool. What's up, Bruno? Yeah, let's just slaughter the Giovanni. That sounds like a great time. Well, the Giovanni are an interesting faction of the Vampires. Man, they can't touch me. I feel like a god. Probably because Yeet. Not that this game is the hardest thing in the world to play. Now, there are mods that make this game a lot more difficult. I may at some point play those. But as of right now, I have no future plans. This was supposed to be my passion project until Bloodlines 2 came out, but then that got pushed back. So, next game I'll probably do... Well, probably, as of the time of this recording, was going to be Cyberpunk 2077, but that got pushed back to December. But could still be Cyberpunk 2077. My inventory's full. What? Not that I use guns. Well, I know where I need to go. Is that a book? Bad monkey, no banana. But it looks like they opened it up for me. So. Yes, so we're gonna go in here. And we're going to look for some spooky Giovanni bonanzas. Dun 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 dun. Where is research? Where is it? It's intelligence. I'm on experience point enough. Anyway, yes, research is a very useful skill, in my personal opinion, but again, most of the problems in this game, if you're playing along, because a lot of people are playing along, you can basically solve all of your problems with a high charisma. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Don't forget the book right here. The occult item for Bishop. Let's go down here. What's down here? Hey, we got an experience point. Cool. We're gonna take that experience point in intelligence because we're gonna read some books. Nothing better when you're in a house of the damned than to read. Busting it, harmful to swallow. Hint book. What's my melee at? Ooh, that'll raise me to max. Sweet. Let's read that. What is bad? Okay, so you need a dodge of at least 4. So that's, I mean, it's good to have a high, research so you can read books, but it's also good to have a high base stat in the... I think this just takes you back up. Yeah, okay, so that did absolutely nothing. So spoilers, 95, you don't really need to kill these zombies, but, Sam's had enough. Tonight's been a night. If you're looking for more vampire content to absorb, I've got several suggestions. Ooh. I wonder if I can discern what this item is. Ooh, experience modifier +1? Nice. I love magic swag. Anyway, yeah, if you're looking for vampire content to absorb, hashtag not sponsored. But there's always LA by Night, which is great. The production value is pretty decent. I don't think it's scripted, but if it was, it wouldn't surprise me. Then there's, I need to pause while I compose my thoughts. There's also, excuse me while I take a look here, while I look it up, because I was literally just watching it, but I can't, my brain decided, hey, I'm not going to remember what the title of the show is that you were watching. Washing? I was watching the show. Let's look. There is also... Oh my gosh. I can't find it because I'm a weirdo who loses everything. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's LA by Night, which I think is really good. Yeah, I'll look it up. I can't remember it now. I feel like a doofus because I just wasted time. But anyway, the Salucept, a tidal chorus of whispers, washes across your thoughts. They seem to be offering guidance, but their message eludes your conscious mind. Their motivations are unknown, but you find yourself increasingly willing to submit to their guidance. As long as you possess Salucept, you will gain an extra point of experience every time you're awarded 3 or more. Okay. Salucept may or may not have other effects. Well, we're going to find out what those other effects are. That's Beaks 4. Let's go this way. Watch out. Okay, we're not going to go that way. The grates are... Ooh. What did that do? I don't know. Hey, there we go. We're going to go this way and just see... Because it's been... You know, I make... returns. This is how you get out. I make returns to this game like every year, but well, I haven't recently. I haven't played this game in gosh years, so I'm a little out of the loop, you know. I think one of these. This is meant to be a labyrinth. I think I'm going to circle back around in a second. Whatcha? Sneaking through the Giovanni mansion looking for something. They really could have paid me some more money, oh yeah. Alright, well, found a door, so let's go through the door. Ho, door! Is this door open? Open the door, fools. I will not be contained. We're gonna go into first person here, just so I can take a look at all of this lovely stuff, and I'm lost. Because that's my favorite. Ooh, a well. I've never seen that before. Slash! Just goes to show. Am I just stuck on something? Anyway, cool room. Absolutely getting nothing out of here, but hey, you know. Open, says me. Where does this lead? Ooh, slashing some zombies! Yes, the Giovanni are necromancers, as all vampires are, in a sense. Just in time for Valentine's Day. Ooh, get yourself a necromancer today. Alright, here we go. We're here. Found the sarcophagus room.
Kindred, your presence here violates the agreement between our leaders. Leave now, or face the consequences of your actions.
Alright, well, let's discuss this problem, whatever it may be.
There is an alliance between your leader LaCroix and Mistress Ming Zhao. You violate the agreement. If you do not leave, we are not responsible for your death.
What alliance? What are you talking about?
We'll give you one more chance to leave this place and keep your life. You will go?
Nobody tells me what to do. And, well, actually, a lot of people do. But here's where I get even.
The time for decisions has passed. We Chang brothers accept your life graciously.
Yeah, sorry, but you won't get it. Especially since I'm already dead, you know. Kinda hard. I need my sword. Alright, these guys, there's a Claw brother and a Blade brother. And I think I just got hit with either a grenade or like a chi blast. Because we're living in DBZ world. Ow, that hurt. Shaw! Face the steel! Yeah, they're not too hard, especially when you... That was spooky. Ow. Come and face your destruction! Yeah, cool. I can do flips too. That was awesome! I didn't know that that would happen. I know that, like, weeks. So you know what's great about Kuei Jin? From a perspective of this game. They're not mortals, okay? But for the purposes of damage resistance, at least as far as I'm aware, they take regular damage, which would be lethal damage, from bullets. Somehow this game expects me to believe that I'm strong enough. Well, I guess Sam could be strong enough. I mean, he is a creature of the night. To pick up the sarcophagus and haul it to LaCroix out of the Giovanni mansion. Thankfully, this is a little bit more believable. Because, you know, I killed everybody. But in the regular, non-violent way you get this, well, we'll see. Hey, there's a lot of betrayal. Dude getting cut, dude getting rocked, dead dude. I think LaCroix's got like a fetish for... Hey, what's up? I want to talk to you. I can't talk to you until I talk to LaCroix. Sup, boss?
My Wunderkind returns. In my entire court, I knew there was only one who could have succeeded in this task. Finally, the Ankaran sarcophagus is ours. Come, I've granted Beckett's request to study and document all the markings of the sarcophagus. You've met Beckett, haven't you? Let's go take a look inside and see what the commotion around the city has really been all about.
That's right, there can only be one. Alright, well, before you do that, I need an answer. Are you in an alliance with the Kuei Jin?
What? Preposterous. No kindred would trust them, nor would they trust us. Did Jack tell you that? Because it sounds like you've been taken for a fool.
I was told by the Kuei Jin agents sent to steal the sarcophagus.
And you believed them? They've been trying to take over LA for years. It's a ruse, a falsehood spread to undermine my rule and turn kindred against each other, thin our ranks. They are duplicitous, evil creatures. Did they not try to kill you?
Yeah, but...
Insurance. They lied to you in case you lived through the encounter. They hoped to create dissension in the ranks, rumors. It's a trick older than you or I.
I still don't know what to believe. Let's just open the sarcophagus. The show I was talking about was Stitch of Fate.
What have you assessed so far?
Unfortunately for the Heralds of Doom, it appears we won't be opening Pandora's box. The markings, as far as I can tell, are of Assyrian origin. An extraordinary piece, but nothing earth-shattering.
I see. Then there is no good reason why we shouldn't open it. Won't budge. Beckett, do you see any mechanism for the lid?
I haven't as yet had a chance to pore over it with my fine-tooth comb. I think I have one in my bag.
Why won't it open, Beckett? And you, I thought you said it looked as if it had been opened on the Dane. I want it open! You and Beckett, figure out a way to open it. I need to know what's inside. I have other matters to attend to. Come get me when a solution has been found.
Ah, the depths to which I'll sink to prove others wrong. The young ones get so temperamental. Fortunately for Sebastian, is it? I'd already made up my mind to open the sarcophagus, if only to show the city that Gehenna, contrary to popular belief, has not begun.
So how do we open it?
Being that this is the first of its kind that I've ever seen, your guess is as good as mine.
I mean, you're the specialist here.
In the last few seconds, I've had very few epiphanies. I may be old, but I didn't build it. How knowledgeable are you on ancient Assyrian funerary constructs?
There aren't any unopened Assyrian sarcophagi in existence.
Impressive. Maybe you'll let me borrow your library card.
Hey,
But honestly, even
gets
my own
boring.
archaeological experience is of no assistance here. Fortunately for us, I know of someone who has distinguished himself in this field.
That guy on the historical network with the fifth helmet, he makes learning fun.
No. His
Oh.
name is Dr. Anders Johansen,
Anders
professor of
Johansen.
archaeology from Norway. He was the one responsible for finding the sarcophagus, and as far as I know, the only authority on its origin and design.
Okay, well, where can I find him?
Until yesterday, he could have been found in his suite at the Empire Hotel downtown. But when I stopped by earlier this evening, all I found was spilt coffee on a morning paper. Appears he's been abducted.
By who?
I detected the scent of myrrh incense, which is usually burned in monasteries. Also, I found beach sand in part of a muddy footprint. Putting two and two together, I located a monastery near a beach in Malibu, where I believe hunters are holding Johansen captive.
You figured all that out from sniffing around his room?
Actually, there were 2 hunters on the roof of the building opposite the hotel who were positively delighted to tell me everything they knew, provided I stopped dangling them head first over the side.
Okay, hunters have this guy? What would hunters want with an archaeologist?
The hunters abducted Dr. Johansen for his own protection, or at least that's how they've justified it. He's being held by the Society of Leopold and used, quite ingeniously, as bait for Prince Lacroix's minions.
Okay. Tell me about the Society of Leopold.
Sebastian mentioned you ran into one of the hunters from the Society of Leopold some time ago. They're so secret a church organization, I don't even think they know if they exist. But essentially, they're murderers for Christ, or some such deity.
All right. How do we get him out of there?
You'll have to go to the monastery and find a way into the tunnels beneath, where the hunters are holding Johansen. I'm afraid I can't accompany you, but then it's best you go alone. Too many of us might set them off, like fundamentalists on contrary opinion.
All right. Well, how do I get there?
I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly, Sebastian's already provided cab fare. I'm sure he always spares no expense when archaeology is at stake.
Yeah. Let me ask you a few questions before I go.
Excellent.
Anything else you can tell me about the Society of Leopold?
The Society, for the most part, knows very little about us. But they do know how to kill and torture us, and that's enough. Also, some of them exhibit powers that can make them quite formidable. Obfuscate will serve you well around the hunters.
Have you learned anything else about the Thin Bloods?
How any sane kindred could think these poor unfortunates are an immediate threat to us is absurd. Most were afraid, or at the very least uneasy, around me. Tragic. Their desperation could very well hold the spark of revolution, however.
All right. Tell me about yourself.
I've said quite a lot about myself already. I know even less about you than you do me. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Okay. Well, I mean, I appreciate your interest in me, but I'm just fascinated
Then
by
I'll
you.
let you in on a little secret. Beckett may
Ooh,
not be
that
the
worked.
name I was born with. Events always seem to unfold wherever I go, like Chicago a few years ago. Oh, it's a bother to explain. Either I'm pursuing fate, or it's got a bone to pick with me. Unless you've got further questions, I'd really like to get back to looking at the sarcophagus.
Alright, I'll go get the professor.
Remember, Dr. Johansson is an innocent. He has no idea we actually exist. Try not to put the idea in his head.
Yeah, okay. Points to his face. He's like, yeah, whatever. My Lord
Did you
LaCroix.
find a way to open the sarcophagus?
No, but I got a question.
Which is...
What do you think's inside the sarcophagus?
If you didn't take the time to ask, perhaps we'd know by now. As I mentioned before, my concern is that it pertains something supernatural. Now, Beckett has waived his theory altogether. The city is alight with dread. Perhaps it's an antediluvian.
Antediluvian?
A joke? The antediluvians are the mythical progenitors of each of the clans for whom they trace their bloodlines. And according to mythology, descendants of Cain, the legendary first vampire.
Cain?
As in the biblical Cain and Abel? Before you put too much stock in it, realize that the church and all of its mythos are blends of kindred and mortal meddling, whips to regulate weak minds. This is all Beckett's field of expertise. If you want a lesson, merely ask him.
Okay.
Which is...
Can you just tell me what you know about the Kuei Jin?
Traditionally, the Kuei Jin have stayed in Asian territory, and the kindred Europe, and later North America. But recently, they invaded the West Coast, killing off a substantial number of anarchs. They lack the organization of the Camarilla, and think nothing of breaking the masquerade. Though we share similar traits, there is no fraternity between us. We embrace. They rise from the grave. They do not know the pleasure of blood. They are without clan. And oh yes, they believe our kind to be inferior. They are as much of a threat as the wolves.
Wolves?
Werewolves. I can still recall a time when cities were surrounded by miles of forests full of the beasts. But progress has taken care of that problem.
Alright, well, I guess I'll exit. Hey, what's up, big guy? So, yeah. Gotta deal with the I have to go look for the sarcophagus. But before we do that, I'm going to take a stop by Pisha. We're going to say, hello, Pisha. How are you today? Don't ask me why I'm doing this accent. I do not know. I've been working on my accent work lately. As you can tell, I'm quite miserable at it. Oh, no mail for me. What a shame. Ooh, a new email. Well, hello. 18, the campaign. The success of a campaign is weighed by the commitment of your opponent. Ooh, interesting. I thought somebody was inviting me to play D&D, Heather. Unfortunately, that was not the case.
Master?
Hey, can I get a drink? I'm just dying of thirst here. So yeah, we're gonna take a stop by Pisha and get some kind of magical artifact. Stop eating my girl. She's my best buddy in the world. Her name is Heather, and unfortunately, she has to live in the sewers. Yeah.
The story of the Incarn sarcophagus took an even more bizarre turn when Professor Anders Johansson went missing from his hotel room earlier today.
One Dr. Anderson Johansson went missing from his hotel room earlier today. I'm playing as a Nosferatu, not bad, but if I could change one thing, it's these dang sewers. I just hate sewers. Just not a sewer person, you know? Yo, yo, yo. The ladies call me, oh, God.
My man, what is up?
Yo, you got something funky fresh?
Koala ears, lazy eye hammocks, and dwarf saddles right here. Only check it out, step right up.
Okay, so I've got my broadsword, but I could buy a bush hook.
Check it out, step
We're gonna buy it just because it's a violent implement.
Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick.
Don't walk on by.
Signed, sealed, and certified.
I love Larry. Such a great.
Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick.
I'm gonna hold on to thaumaturgical creatures.
Hey, don't walk on by. I look like
Dionne Warwick. Sorry.
Check it out,
Oh, right. I made all that space so I could buy this, and then I ended up.
Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick.
Cool. So, yep, we have a new weapon that we're gonna try out, a bush hook. Yeah, big bladed blade. Big bladed blade like David Blade. You can tell they had some fun with the animations for that. Alright, here we go. Loading into Pisha's house this evening. We're loading into Pisha's house tonight. Loading into Pisha. That sounds inappropriate. Hot stuff. Cold stuff, I guess, technically, because we're vampires. Whoa! I, for the life of me, cannot remember what she gives you, so let's find out.
Yes.
Hey! I got that book you're looking for.
The Voce del Morte.
There we go.
The Giovanni never willingly share their secrets, and I've had little success infiltrating their strongholds. How did you obtain this?
The California Giovanni just made the endangered species list.
It will take some time to translate and unlock the secrets of this. I will have to move on from the city to evade any Giovanni seeking it. Take this. This will complete the terms we agreed to, and I think it is adequate compensation. It is the key of Alamut. It instills dread in those that would harm you, and makes it harder for them to strike you. Make no mistake, our dealings do not make us allies. If indeed we meet again, do not ask me for any favors. I will give you this final advice, however. Leave this city. These are its final nights. Discord looms heavy. I've felt this before.
Discord looms heavy. Come join the Discord! No, I'm just kidding. What an excellent plug. I really need to have a Discord set up next time I play this, just so I could pull that. Alright, what do you mean?
In November of 1938, I was translating documents in Leipzig, Germany, written by a purported Crusades-era necromancer. There also, I felt a sense of impending chaos. Soon after was the Kristallnacht, the wellspring of a new world war.
I'll take that into consideration, thanks. Goodbye. Have fun with your book, Pisha. Yes, Pisha. Just spooky, that's what she is. Just in time for Halloween! Spooky, scary skeletons. I guess spooky, scary vampires. Alrighty, well, we're gonna make our way to the Society of Leopold, and that's where I'm gonna cut it off for today. Because, you know, don't want to have all, you know, can't do 2 missions in 1 episode. What do you think I am, some kind of a madman? But before nobody sees me! Before we do that, though, we're gonna go talk to, the Anarchs, just to say hey. Just be like, hey, hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope you learn to live and play, A and be with each other. I know that I called a blood hunt on 9s, but it wasn't really my fault. I just want to I just want... Alright, well, there's more than one way to get into this bar. Give it a do, beep.
Measly fuck, you got a lot of nerve showing up here, Lick.
Oh, I forgot that I haven't been back since Nine's got...
You think of Nines. Said he killed a goddamn primogen.
I just saw him there. At least I think I did.
I'm willing to believe you were a patsy in all this, but I'll be watching you, kid.
I got some questions. I gotta stop doing that voice. Because my blah. You know about the Kuei
I
Jin?
know the Kuei Jin. Those motherfuckers showed up in California 5 years ago and been fighting us tooth and claw for every inch of the free state since. Yeah, I know.
Doing my Nosferatu voice kind of hurts. Who's worse, the Kuei Jin or the Camarilla?
They're all invaders. The Kuei Jin, they're less likely to deal with you. They think they're the superior beings or whatever. But the Camarilla, they'll just lie and stab you in the back. Which is worse? Does it really matter?
Good point. Talk to you
What the
later.
hell did you want?
I took care of the patty problem.
And ghouls ain't nothing but trouble if you ask me. It's a weakness. Pure and simple.
I'm always down with the Anarch, cause... Sup.
Yeah?
You know anything about the Regent? He blames you for the Plague Bears.
That goddamn blood witch told you what? He thinks we're responsible for that plague bearer? If I hadn't promised Nines I'd keep my nose clean, I'd go over right now and rip him a new wizard shoot. Magic missile casting motherfucker! What?
Nothing. I thought I solved the Plague Bearer. Why are we still doing that? Necromantic. Attention whore. More fun with pestilence. Yes, okay, so we took care of the Plague Bears. No, Nines Rodriguez. Alright, let's say hi to Jacksepticeye. Who top of the morning there to you, laddie?
Listen, kid, you did what you had to do. Just a messenger, right?
Skelter didn't take it so lately.
Don't worry about Skelter. He's like all these big barking pups nowadays. They don't bite unless they get cornered.
What do you think
It's
happened?
a ruse by LaCroix so he can call the blood hunt on Nines. Standard smear job, textbook cammy bullshit.
What can I do to help?
You're just eager to please, ain't you? I could give a goddamn kid, but I'm sure the boys here would appreciate it if you kept it business as usual. You hear me?
Yeah, no. I'm not cool enough to do that.
Just a second. I heard you were down poking around the museum.
Yeah.
Troy wants that coffin bad.
You should have seen... You should have seen the tantrum he threw when it wasn't there.
Seems like he has a lot riding on that sarcophagus. He gets such a fierce bug in that powdered wheat of his.
What do you think that is?
I got another scenario for you here, kiddo. Gonna bounce it off you, see what you think. You ever hear of, diablerie?
Should have came back sooner, but you know what? We're here now. Actually, I have.
When a younger vampire diablerizes an elder, the younger vampire gains all of their powers.
I see. Wow, you don't think...
Fritz is willing to tear L.A. apart to find this thing so he can have it. Why? What would a power-hungry vampire like LaCroix want with a sleeping ancient? I wonder.
I wonder too, Jack. Well, I mean, what should I do? He wants me to bring it to him.
You gotta figure a drop of ancient blood would make any kindred just about invulnerable. Anyone who has a sarcophagus is gonna be thinking the same thing. If LaCroix gets a sarcophagus, at least we know where it is.
Yeah, true. I guess.
Besides, getting the sarcophagus and getting into it are two different things.
Alright, well, I'm out of here.
Just keeps getting more interesting, doesn't it, kiddo? The Giovanni, the Kuei Jin, lots of blood being spilled for a 10,000-year-old conversation piece, wouldn't you say?
How did you hear about it?
The streets, the hillsides, there's eyes and ears everywhere.
Mm-hmm. LaCroix has a sarcophagus.
LaCroix's been talking to Beckett, too. Beckett's a skeptic about all this stuff. I just hope he knows to be careful dealing with that snake LaCroix.
He and the prince want me to find Johansson, the archaeologist.
Do what you have to do.
I guess, if I have to. I don't want to do what I want to do. I want someone to tell me what to do. I'm just a big old baby. Alright, now we're gonna make our way to... There we go. Sorry, I was in disbelief. I was like, any second now. Any second now. Kerchow! So anyway, yeah. We're gonna make our way to the monastery, then we're gonna be done. Something very important. If you're playing along, if you're playing and you're like, hey, you know, oh, I don't want to wait, or you know, whatever, for whatever reason. Let's say if you're playing with, and I'm not to this, and you're in this part, and I am not at the next part yet. Just when you're done with your mission. I can't see details on the maps. When you're done with your mission, it's the exact same map. Well, I'm stupid. Anyway, when you're done with your job at the monastery, make sure you go talk to Heather. That's all I'm gonna say. Make sure you talk to Heather when you get back from the monastery. This is why I hate the sewers. This is why I hate the sewers. The sewers are not hot because they're cold. I'm walking in dirty poo water. It's true, Rufus. Ooh, spooky. I could just die right now. I'm half tempted to just leap in. Do I have to? Whoa. Okay, sorry. This is blind for me. We're gonna stop. We're gonna wait a minute. We're gonna fill my cup. We're gonna put some liquor in it. We're gonna sign the check. Julio, keep the stretch. Next time on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, we're going to deal with the Society of Leopold. See you soon. Oh, and don't forget to treat others with respect. Yes. Love y'all.